Hey everybody, welcome to another YouTube video. Today we're going to walk through the Solar 42. I have Elias with me. He's going to give me a hand and we're going to see what's cool about the synthesizer, but at the same time we'll get to know it, and it's a complicated synthesizer, but I think if we can walk through it together, maybe we can understand it a little bit better. All right? Okay, buddy, so this is what we're going to do. The first thing I want you to do, the synthesizer has these drone voices, okay? Mm-hmm. So if I push this, that's going to turn that on. But instead of me pushing this all the time, hit the hold button. Okay, go ahead, hit the hold button. Okay, and then turn on the third oscillator. Exactly. And then when you turn on the third oscillator, what I want you to do is, you see this button here? Mm-hmm. Turn that button. So that's how you'll tune the oscillator, right? And then if you want to add another oscillator, turn on number 5. Can you hear how now there's two sounds going on?
Yeah.
So turn the 5. And you see how they're kind of off from each other?
Yeah, so this...
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Do you see how they came together? Okay, so you've tuned the oscillators, okay? Now, I could go on to voice 2 by hitting 2, but you can hit the hold button. Hit the hold. Okay, now you hear how the sounds it's making are not in tune anymore?
Yeah, so
try,
we have to just
try to take off 1. Take off 1. Tune the neck, that 4 that is out of tune. Okay, you went past it. Go back. You feel it? Okay, and then you want to add more sound to this or less sound?
More.
Do you want a low sound or a high sound?
High.
So then add the 5. Tune the oscillator. Now, one of the things that this synthesizer has is light sensitivity meters.
Yeah.
But these only work if you push the button that's connected to the oscillator. Mm-hmm. Start with the 2 that are here. Turn on number 5 and 3. No? Underneath it? Yeah. And 3. Exactly. So if you wave your hand, it's affecting the sound, yes? Mm-hmm. Turn on 4 and 5.
4 and 5?
Mm-hmm. Those buttons.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's super cool.
Now you're affecting the sound on both ways, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we can leave that like that, okay? You can affect the sound with the 2 blue knobs too. So turn this first blue knob. Turn the second blue knob. So you can, what you're basically doing is you're tuning the group of oscillators, yeah?
Mm-hmm. High-pitched.
Or low, depends on what direction you give or how much voltage you give, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, now when we've got these 2 set up, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's turn them off for a second. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, the third oscillator is really weird because you see it's down here. It's dealing with a couple different things. It's doing FM synthesis, AM synthesis, and it's doing also pitch. It's got a noise, it's got a LFO, okay? So if I want to turn that on, remember, I can either press it here or what can you do?
Oh, I have to press this.
Okay, and then start to turn the dials. So
this one?
Turn this one first.
Whoa, what's that?
Then start to turn the other ones. Keep going that way, turn the other ones too. Now, LFO is the frequency of how many waves, how fast it goes. So you can make it go faster. Or really slow. Okay, this is the pitch. You can bring it down. Okay, and then attack and release. This is how long the sound stays for. And this is how fast the sound starts. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, you can also add noise to it if you want to. See, it's without noise or with noise. Okay, so that's another one. That one and the 6 are the same, meaning that they're the same kind of
Yeah, same.
Okay, same kind of thing, right? So basically, you have the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 that are kind of the same, and then you have the 3 and the 6 that are kind of this, a different kind. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, those are the oscillators. Okay. The two main oscillators that are here in the middle.
It's the keyboard.
The keyboard, yeah, but the actual sound that the keyboard
this?
makes are those. So touch the keyboard for a second. Okay. It's coming from there. So what? This is the thing. On here, you have a mixer for all the sounds. Basically, this is like the volume mixer. So what's happening here is like if I have the drone on, I can turn the volume away. Yes.
Yeah.
Or add it back on. Now, but if I want this to be on, okay, the two mixers are here in the middle, VCA-A and VCO-B. Okay, so if you press this, you're hearing now.
The thing.
You're hearing both oscillators. Okay, so what I want you to do is only start with oscillator A and turn up the volume on oscillator A.
So
Turn this volume up. Bring it up pretty high. Okay, now touch the keyboard. It's making a noise, yeah? Okay, the noise it makes, you see these 4 buttons? Turn them all the way down. These 4 buttons, turn them all the way down. And then the same way that there's a hold.
Yeah.
Do you see the hold on there?
Yeah, here.
Press it. So now it's playing continuously, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. The attack is how quickly the sound starts. It can start real slow, or it can start the second you touch.
The keyboard.
Okay, or if you don't have it on hold, what this is, see how if I touch it, but the sound slowly comes in,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
slowly sweeps in, right? Or if it's down,
They're like fast.
it's fast, okay? So that's what that does. Once the sound is in, the D, the decay, is how long the top of the sound stays for. See how it's kind of cutting off? And then the sustain, how long that stays for, and then the tail is the release, okay? So if these are down like this, see how it's a very short?
Yeah.
Go ahead and put your finger on there or press hold. Actually, just do like this. Do it with the finger so you can hear it. You can hear. Now turn those other knobs as you continue. I'll do it. So you understand that it's basically the shape of the wave, yeah?
Yeah, it's totally different between all of them.
Exactly. And then if you take, that was only oscillator A. You can actually add to oscillator A, oscillator B. Turn up the volume. You hear how it came in? You can also do that thing here.
Whoa, wait. This is so high.
Now, if we just for a second focus back on oscillator A, the
Yeah.
VCO-A, can you turn down the volume of B for a second, please? Okay, so when you turn down the volume of B, what I need you to do is, I'll just hold it, yeah? This is what's actually making the sound, okay?
Yeah.
So what I'd like you to do is start with tuning.
Oh,
Okay, so let's remember how we had that.
yeah.
Can you tune those two together?
It's too high.
You're there, you just hit it.
That?
It's fine. You went past it. Go up. Go up. That's fine for what we needed to do. But so you can see, you can tune the things together. They don't have to be tuned together, but you can, right? And then also, remember how you had only A?
Yeah.
So add B, add the volume,
Oh,
and tune B.
whoa, it's so crazy.
Cool, right? Now, you basically have understood. We won't go through the step
The
sequencer
A,
today
B.
because that's going to be a little bit too complicated. You can speed it up or slow it down from here. You can externally clock it. It can be 3 steps, 5 steps, 4 steps. Okay, but for today it's a lot. Also, we won't talk about how we can send a signal out to in. We can do that another time. The joystick is cool, but you have to connect the joystick up to these things with like
with this.
cables, and then you use that. So for today, we won't spend a lot of time there. Maybe later we can do that. There's a lot of ways you can cable this up, but for today, I'm just trying to give you a starting session, okay?
Yeah.
Now, before we go any further, there's a couple last things that we have to look at. So these, we said, are the volume.
Yeah, the A, Bs.
But but these are also the direction. So like if you have if you have this, okay? This is the direction on the left side or on the right side. So sometimes if you want to have one sound on the right, one sound on the left, that's how you do it that way, okay? Now, before we go any further...
This is more that way, right?
What do you mean?
Now it's all this way.
No, now it's all in the middle so that when you get a sound... So I'll make you an example. We're on VCO A, right? This is the balance of VCO A, meaning it can go to the right speaker or the left speaker. So this road that's gray is all the balances, okay? So obviously if you wanted to, for example, you could have the VCO B going to left speaker, VCO A going to the right speaker, and now you can spread the sound out sideways, but we're going to keep it in the middle for now.
Okay.
Okay, so we're basically done looking at the synthesizer, okay?
Yeah.
There's one last thing that I want to do.
Sorry, crazy.
This is kind of a big part of it too, because you have, this is actually an effects card. You can swap it out. There's a bunch of different cards with different effects, so we can go through those, but we'll go through those another time, okay? But the point is this. You have a filter, okay? Turn that. Okay?
Gone.
Exactly.
So crazy.
And then the resonance, turn them at the same time, both of them.
That's so
Okay?
crazy.
Now, this is another filter on top of that one. So you turn those, no, just turn those, but I can also turn these. Okay? Hold it for a second. Stop. Okay, now...
It was so loud.
Now, the filters can be linked together too. So one, if you link it, will control also the other one, okay? Now, last thing, you have these here, if I understand correctly, are CV controls that you can then assign, but for now, we're not going to really go deeply into that. This is the amount of the effect that's added. So right now, the card is giving some effects, okay?
Yeah.
This is with no, simple, and there's a little bit of effects, like kind of
And this is
reverb.
like one of those effects. This is so crazy.
On the card, on every card, there's multiple effects, and there's a couple different cards. Okay?
The only word I can just say is crazy.
I know, it's an amazing machine. Now, I think we've covered basically everything, yes?
Yeah.
Let's do a jam session where we just like play with it.
Okay.
That's fine, sweetie. That's pretty cool.
It's a really cool start.
It's a really cool start, sweetie. So, Solar, super cool. Playing with my buddy, super cool. And this is a cool synth. And also, it's nice that music can be something more than music, right? It can be a place to connect. So, anyway, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Talk to you
Bye.
soon.